not, you're not.
I see through your act, and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Hits as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Pitts is the man in motion. On third down, Penix. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. This returnable for Hardman. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings. Now here's Aaron Jones.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working. I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
To the sideline and pulled in by Jefferson. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Up the middle, here's Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Caden.
From the 46. Here's second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. To the pylon, he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Rikers good with the extra point. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. So we are through 1 fun here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. On the ground is Mason. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
To 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Mason. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Now McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 34
Now it is 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw that.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away.
The Falcons take over first.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division we didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing. And, we might be a year or 2 away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. And here's Bijan. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith. They're on the stop.
2nd and 6.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. He'll step up and run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Vikings 20-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down.
3rd and long.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's dropped left side by Pitts. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. A run. And here's Mason. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Mata brought it down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 16.
To throw is McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Penix. He takes off. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Penix on 3rd down. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Falcons 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. But dangerous Nicole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been because of the proximity of fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years,
It's a gain of 23 yards.
so a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
17 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's to the outside. He's got Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 13th.
He'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
60 Eagles.
Play action now. It's McCarthy exiting the pocket right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags will also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many.
And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau. And Darnell Mooney, touchdown Atlanta. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Hardman now to return it. Whoa! Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Here we go, sack.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10.
21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
70 Timberwolves.
First and 10 at the 37.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Here we go. Huh.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, he finds Oliver open downfield. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. To throw is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 33, here's second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Give left side. Here comes Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and inches.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to go play action with Penix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard
To
line.
throw. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. Able to convert. It's third and short, and they pick up 4.
And the Falcons first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now Penix.
Third down.
This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. Again, it's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
4th down, and here's Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. They'll go with the counter on 1st down, and a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down.
Now a run on 1st down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll go with him again.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
To a knee goes McCarthy. And that should about wrap this one up. So a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from